Hey and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I suffered from acne for over 10 years, so I created my channel to share my beauty tips and tricks and my experience and all things lifestyle. So if that sounds like your thing, why not hit subscribe and stick around. Also, why not follow me on Instagram? I'll leave it here and in the description box because I post outfit of the days there, product of the week, reviews, etc, etc. So why not? Welcome back to my new series called Back to Basics. I've already done my skincare, my foundation, concealing and colour correcting. Now we're on to contouring, blusher and bronzer. I'm going to cover all things, what's the difference between a contour and a bronzer, how to contour, where to put your blusher, etc, etc. So let's get into it. Okay, so contouring became a thing a few years ago. It became this massive craze, and if done well it can look wonderful, but in a lot of cases sometimes it's not. Contouring is adding definition to the face, so it's adding shadows. So think of when you take a photo in a flash, where do you get shadows on your face? That's where your contour should go. Perhaps if you want to make your nose look slimmer or shorter, you'd contour it. Chisel, chip, contour, but it's just to create a shadow, an illusion. It's not to bronze up or warm the face. So don't go too dark. Personally, I prefer cream products for contouring because I feel like they're more natural, and then you can go over the top with a powder bronzer and a powder blusher if you desire. Blend it. You shouldn't see your lines, just blend it. When you think you've done blending, blend a little bit more. Bronzer, they add a sun-kissed go. Most bronzers have a bit of a glitter into them, a bit of a shimmer to add that bronze goddess glow. So where there's someone naturally hit your face if you were tanned. Here's some suggestions you can use for a contour. So I'm going to show you how to contour just really basically. So I'm going to use a cream contour to do this. You want to make sure it has no glitter in. Like I said, you use that for your bronzer. You want to make sure it's completely matte. So NYX do well. Also you can use a concealer or a foundation. I actually really like the, wow, as you can see it's very run out, I didn't realise. The Revolution concealers. So they're great because they're matte and you can apply them. So let's use them. So 2 to 3 shades darker than your skin tone. So you want to almost take it in a 3 around your forehead to your cheek. So there's all different brushes you can also use. You could use a fluffy brush. This is a Real Techniques contour brush. This is best for powder products. Or you can take that contour brush. This is again best for powder products, but it actually does work for cream. The Real Techniques Bold Metals 300 brush, this is great as well, especially for cream products. Multitask brush is brilliant for, again, powder products. The Lancome Big Fluffy brush is better for bronzer. I quite like the Primark stippling brush because this really helps blend the cream products. So let's use that today. So I'm going to blend in circular motions. I'm really sorry if I keep looking to the side. I am using my viewfinder as a mirror. You could also use a damp beauty blender if you desire. So by taking it underneath my chin, it's going to add that shadow to make me have a nice chiseled jawline. Circular motions and then down. You want to follow that free shape. Pull your hair back so you can make sure it's all blended into your hairline. I don't contour on a day-to-day basis because I haven't really got time for it, and I just don't think it's a necessity for me. I've taken a little bit underneath my bottom lip. This will help make it look a little bit fuller because it would create a shadow underneath your lip. When doing your nose contour, you can always swap to like an eyeshadow brush. This is a Real Techniques one. I think this is an angled shadow brush actually. Just the one I had near. Then really go over again to make sure it's all fully blended. So that's contouring. Matte, no shimmer, you just want to create a shadow. So as you can see, I've like take a photo, you can't see it other than where there would be a natural shadow, and it's just helped create that shadow, that definition. So bronzing. If you want to bronze the face, then you want to do that where there's someone naturally here. Okay, I love, this is what I usually use instead of contouring, because it gives me that definition, but it just bronzes me up, and I really like cream products at the moment. The Chanel Soleil de Tan Chanel, it's brilliant, absolutely love this product, and it lasts ages. It's quite a hefty amount, but I think it's like £30 or something, but it's quite, you get a lot and it does last. Some powder contours of the Revolution, they do some. Two staples are the Hoola bronzer, and I really like this, I can never pronounce it, Guerlain bronzer. I've actually been using this Clinique tester one I got, which is Sunkissed. Let's go for the Julian one, whatever it's called. I'm taking a Real Techniques powder brush. This is because I've already contoured, so I just want to add that little bit of a sunkissed glow. So down my neck, nose, chin. And the thing is with bronzing, you don't have to be too neat either. If I wasn't doing eyeshadow, you could just take it into your eye sockets. Now blusher. Like I said, I'm really into using cream products at the minute, and this is the Liz Earl cream blusher. I really like this, or you can use a powder if you want. So if you were going to use a powder, you'd smile and your apples of your cheek, circulations, then blend it back in towards your contour and bronzer, just so it's all blended seamlessly. So I'm going to take a stippling brush. This is a Real Techniques one. You need a tiny bit of this cream bronzer. I'm just going to stipple it on those up of the cheeks, then I'm going to blend it backwards. Now for choosing the colour of your blusher, look at what colour your lips are and what colour you usually go when you blush. Like so. So I'm just stippling this cream product and taking it back towards into the bronzer. Then I always like to take my bronzer brush again with no extra product, just to make sure I'm all blended. So I just wanted to show you quickly if I was to take a powder brush where I'd do it. I use quite a fluffy brush. This is a Real Techniques blush brush. A little bit of a swirl, smile and backwards, smile, backwards. If you're quite tan, you've caught the sun, maybe take a little bit over your nose, just where you put that bronzer, just to have that warmth. So highlight. Okay, like you do with a shadow, when you take a photo of your face, where do you get the shadow? Where does the light pick up? Okay, so usually it's down the centre of your face, and usually it's on the tops of your cheekbone, because they're the high points of your face. So that's where you're going to highlight. So I'm going to take my highlighter, and I'm going to take a Real Techniques contour brush, and I'm going to swirl it a little bit, Cupid's bow, down my nose ever so slightly, and a tiny bit on my forehead and on my chin, because that's where it catches the light. Now if you're quite oily or shiny anyway, then I wouldn't, you know, do your forehead and your chin. That's because I'm quite a dry skin type, sorry, and I'm quite dehydrated, so I don't get that natural shine, so I like to use a highlighter to do it. Top to your cheekbones. Again, you can use a cream product if you'd like. You do it in exactly the same way. And then I go quite medium-sized circular motions to help blend it in, so you've not got a stripe and a stripe. And then if I'm not really doing an eyeshadow look, I'll take that through the eyebrow socket just to highlight there. And there we go. I hope this video has been useful. I hope it's helped you understand what's the difference between contouring and bronzing, where your blusher and highlight should be going and all that jazz. If it has, please leave me a thumbs up, leave me a comment down below. My next video will be my back to basics eyebrow routine, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss that one. I'm going to check my notes to make sure it is that one. Yep, it is. So how to not to get your Sharpie brows, subscribe so you don't miss that next week. I'll leave all previous back to basics in the description box down below, foundation, colour correcting, all that jazz. So be sure to check them out because I think they were quite useful. And I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day or night wherever you are, and see you soon.